Yeah, honestly, the energy, the continuity, that's something that we since we came back in January, we spoke a lot about just playing as a true team and what really team means, and it starts with our covenants. And I think as we've gotten to going, all summer long, but you take a little bit of break and come back from fall camp, the guys are ready to go. They believe in each other and just having fun playing football together, talking football, just kind of seeing that from year one to year two, just the identity of what we're building and following Coach Lee's lead.
What can you do with full control of the offense from spring to even the start of fall camp that you couldn't do a year ago when you took it over kind of midstream?
Yeah, I think it starts in the offseason. And to be honest with you, kind of lucky from year one to year two is, first of all, our personnel, really getting a feel for exactly what they do best and how to put them in position for success. But also our league, going through a full year of the SEC and kind of the challenges that those defenses present and all that type of stuff. That when we got back in January, we could really sit down and look at our players and design our offense kind of to put them in position to have success. And I just think from an offensive staff, do that from January to spring practice to the summer, now to fall camp, just really being on the same page and truly understanding what we're all trying to accomplish and really be interlocked, full 11 on 11.
What made Mike Wright the best choice to be the starter coming to camp?
Yeah, it started with how he finished the season. He did a really nice job, when he came in late in the year. And then, of course, it was a battle all spring. But he got his feet wet, and played enough football. You kind of could get a feel for him on game day. And then in the spring, himself, Ken, both those guys, AJ Swan came in as a mid-year, and all three of them had really good springs. And we just looked at our personnel and just what each guy brought to our unit. We made a decision going into fall camp that he would start as number one. I'm really happy with our room. I feel really good about the three returners I'm saying from spring practice with Mike, Ken, and AJ, and then also we brought in Drew Dickey and Walter Taylor. Hayden Moses joined us as a walk-on, but our room is really strong, and they all have a little different skill set, which is fun as a quarterback coach and also as an offense coordinator to make sure we're putting them in position to have success.
Is it fair to say Mike's been a little more accurate than where he left off in the spring?
I do. I think he has really worked on it since January, and I think it was evident in spring practice, but then through summer, and really get on the same page with our receivers as well. And so much of that is chemistry and from the different skill positions, and I think through fall camp so far he's done a nice job of giving those guys a chance to make plays, and he has to keep improving upon that, but he's off to a good start.
You mentioned the continuity. On the other side of the coin, what do you think is the next step, in terms of the area of improvement that you'd like to see from the offense over the next few days or whatever?
Consistency. I think through 4 practices, like any practice, there's always good and there's always some bad, right? And we talked about just the other day in an offensive unit, the great offenses make the routine play. They really do. They execute and control the things that they can control, and we got to be the best offense in the country at things that we can control. And that's our different procedures, our snap counts, our alignments, our formation system. We can do things that create conflict for the defense just by our operation, and we got to buy into that. And I think from a consistency standpoint, that will go a long way, allowing us to be multiple.
Obviously a bigger roster this year, and it feels different where you've got guys over here and also over there. Does it help you as the offensive coordinator to be able to, it seems like you're getting more reps for the younger players, for the freshmen that you can probably evaluate on tape. How does that help you?
That's huge. As you build a program, the meeting room is great and individual is great, but you learn by playing 11-on-11 football. Really getting them out there, getting the coaches off the field, letting them go play and react, and then kind of see their natural skill set and how they perform under fire a little bit. And some of those guys are learning under fire. They're getting out there and getting their first rep at a certain concept in 11-on-11 football. But we designed it that way. We're doing a lot of our drills 2-spot, as you can see. So in a normal practice, you have a 15-minute team period. You might get 20 to 25 reps, and all of a sudden you 2-spot that and you're getting 50 reps. So it's just a way to get as many kids reps as possible. And of course we get to watch all the film and get a feel early in camp, through the first 8-10 practices, kind of where they're at, and as we kind of dial in to get ready for the season.
I think your offensive line has been the same tackle to tackle for the first 2 units from the start of camp until now. What does that say about that situation?
Well, first of all, depth. Just to say that right there, that having guys that that played a lot of football and then continuity. And I think especially up front. I know so many times in the game of football, it's about the skill guys and the guys making plays, but nothing happens without those big guys up front. And we talked about our unit meeting this morning from practice yesterday, just some alignment calls that they made that they wouldn't have made a year ago. And it's something that presented itself for the first time in fall camp, but they're on the exact same page and communicating at a high level. And it's allowed us to be much more efficient as an offense. But the biggest thing with the question is just the depth, to truly feel good with putting two groups out there and really running our whole offense. Oftentimes you put a second group out there and you got to really scale it back just because they're not ready to handle the whole package. And honestly, right now, we're calling everything with each group, and it's fun to watch them play.